Good morning, girls. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Okay, let's go to the class now. In the previous class, we have studied the uses of computer networks, and in the class 2, we have studied the network hardware. In this class, we are going to study about the network software. You know what is hardware, what is software. The devices which you are able to see are called the hardware. So here network hardware is nothing but to transfer the data from one place to another place. We have a network hardware. The devices which we are going to use to transfer the data are called network hardware. The same way, the software which we are going to use, okay, which is called as a network software. So in this class we are going to study about the network software. Clear? Here we are going to study about the protocol hierarchies. As a word itself you can understand protocol. You know what is protocol? It is a literal meaning itself, it is a rules and regulations. Okay, the same meaning is going to be implemented in this network term also. It is having some kinds of procedures and functions through which it is going to transfer the data from one place to another place, which is nothing but some rules and conversion functions are used to transfer the data from one place to another place. Okay, why we need to have this hierarchy? Hierarchy is nothing but one by one it is going to be transferred. Okay, so when you are transferring the data, there are some kinds of rules. First it should be done, next it should be done, like that. For that only we are going to study this protocol hierarchies. So to reduce the design complexity of the networks, the layers are organized. Okay, so what is the purpose of the layer? Each layer is going to have some kinds of services. These services are going to be provided to the upper layer of the services. Okay, from that layer only we are going to transfer, a machine is going to transfer a data from one layer to another layer. Okay, so protocol is nothing but a rules and conversions used in this conversation. Okay, and peers are nothing but the group of layers or group of machines which is going to offer a service is called as a peers. Clear, girls? Okay, here in this slide we are going to learn about how the data is going to be transferred from one place to another place. You take a simple example, through that you can understand clearly about this layers and the protocols. Okay, the example is you are going to relocate your house from one city to another city. Okay, you ask your parents, what will they do? First they will pack all the items which is in the house. Do you all remember? Yes, they will pack it and it will be set in a single place. Okay, then it will be stored as a group of items and it will be transferred through either lorry or a parcel service, something. Okay, so when they are transferring through the lorry or parcel service, what will they do? They will give the address. Okay, once the items are reached in the destination place, for example it is going to be in some other place which is in another city, in that city you have to go back and you have to collect the items and it should be unpacked. So from the source the items should be packed and in the destination the items should be unpacked with the address. Okay, when you are sending the items you have to note down the address. When it is received you have to check, okay, whether all the items have been received or not. The same process is going to be done over here also. Okay, so the layers are nothing but transferring the data. How it is going to transfer? Okay, first it is a physical medium. Physical medium means either through wires or a Wi-Fi your data is going to be transferred. That is only physical medium. Layer 1 is responsible for receiving all the data. Layer 2 is responsible for dividing all those things like that. Okay, we are understanding the simple example. The same simple example is going to be implemented in this software. Okay, first the data is going to be packed, then it is going to be divided into packets, then for each packet they are going to give the address, and each packet is going to travel through the network. Once it is received, the address should be identified, then it has to be unpacked and it has to be used. The same process only we are going to implement here. For that only we are using different layers. Clear? So in reality, no data are directly transferred from layer 1 to layer n. Means when we are sending the data, in reality, it will not send the original data. What it will do? It passes the data with the control information. Clearly understood, girls? Okay. So in the below layer only we are using the physical medium. Okay. Here this virtual communications are showed in a dotted line. Okay, so network architecture is nothing but a set of layers and protocols. Okay, so in this transferring the data we are using set of layers and the protocols, so that it is called as the network architecture. We are using list of protocols in a transferring the data. Okay, so it is called as a protocol stack. Clear, girls? Okay, in this slide we are going to study about the typical flow. Typical flow is nothing but how the message is going to be passed. Okay, okay, in layer 5 there is a message called M. Okay, this message M should reach the destination machine. Okay, from the source machine it is going to reach the destination machine. How it is going to be transferred? Okay, that is only given in the picture. Okay, from layer 5 it is going to transfer through layer 4. Okay, you have to see only the source side. Girls, look at the picture. In the picture you have to see only the left side, that is source machine. Okay, from layer 5 the message is going to be passed to the layer 4. Clear? Okay, when the layer 4 is sending the data to the layer 3, it will not send only with the message, it will send with some kinds of rules, that is known as the header will be added with the message that will be transferred through the layer 3. Okay, so the layer 3 can't send the message fully to the layer 2. It is going to divide the message into two parts, that is only M1 and M2. Okay, so here we have H3, H4, M1. What is this H3? This H3 contains the header information about the layer 3. H4 contains the header information which was transferred from layer 4. Okay, so with that the data will be there in the M1 message 1. In message 2 header 3 and the message 2. Okay, both will be transferred to the layer 2. Okay, again the layer 2 will send the header information to the destination machine. So H2, H3, H4 are the header informations from the above layers. The message 1 is the original message which is received from the layer 5. Okay, here we are having some trailer informations also. Okay, to check it is the proper data. With this the data is going to be finished. Okay, for that we are having this trailer data. Okay, with all these things the data will be passed to the destination machine. Okay, you look at the arrow mark and understand. From layer 5 the message will be passed to the layer 4 with the header information, and the layer 4 will send the header information and the message to the layer 3, and the layer 3 will send all these header and message informations to the layer 1. So from the layer 1 source machine is going to pass all these informations to the destination machine. Okay, so you look at the literal example that we have packed everything and we have sent to the destination. Okay, that means each and everything has been grouped together and sent to the destination. Now what the destination address will do, it has to be unpacked, it has to be removed. Okay, so that is only going to be done in the destination machine. Okay, so all the header informations and the message and the trailer informations have been received in the layer 2. Okay, the layer 2 has to identify that particular layer's headers informations, which is header 2 and all the things. The remaining will send to the layer 3, that is header 3, header 4 and the message 1 and message 2 will be sent to the layer 3. Again the layer 3 will send only to the header information and message to the layer 4, and from the layer 4 the message will receive the destination machine. Okay, so in this way only we are going to send the data from one place to another place through the network software. In this slide we are telling about the communication flow. What we studied in the previous layer, same only, again it is explained with how information flow will be supporting by the virtual communication in layer 5. Okay, so layer 5 is having the message here, it is passed to the layer 4. Layer 4 will have the message and it has been divided into two parts, then it passes to the layer 2. Layer 2 will also send the information with the trailer informations. Next it will be received to the layer 2. Layer 2 will send the informations to the source machine. From the source machine it will be passed to the destination. The same process will be continued in a reverse manner. Okay, this is called as the communication flow.